All right, how you doing? Today we're going to be looking at finding business liquidations online. It's AuctionZip. You should be familiar with this site by now, but if you're not, play around with it for a little bit. We can use this to find basically liquidations and estate sales and all the good stuff online. What I mean by that is we can actually buy things online. We don't have to actually go to the auction. In many cases, a lot of these will actually be online only. As you can see, online only here. Open up their page. We see Capital Online. This is a local company. And we can see what's going on. All right, restaurant, equipment, liquidation, and you can see the items right here. Restaurant equipment sells like crazy, but you have to have places to store it. Many times, the prices are going to be incredible on here because basically their market, is drawn to dealers and resellers and people like that. But we're also going to get some steals in here, so we can look through here a little bit. We can actually do some research too, judging by the pictures, and if we get model numbers and names, we can use TerraPeak, our eBay research tool, and see what these things are selling for. So this is a way that we can basically not leave our house until we win the item and accumulate merchandise. So for people that have full-time jobs, stuff like that, during your lunch break, you can take a look-see and you can get some inventory. Let's see, we got an iPhone, we got Verizon Wireless, so we can look up a couple things here. I've had some great success doing this in the past. Like I said, it's very simple. They'll even ship you the item in most cases after you win it, if you'd like. You see here, paper shipping too. So, using this method, like I said, we don't even need to leave our house. They already have pictures taken too, so if you want to be real lazy, you can use their pictures and you can resell the items without having to even take them out of the box. So say you were to buy this phone and they ship it to you, you can just use their pictures, description, and resell it, not even taking it out of the box. So another solution is to, well, it's kind of a dangerous one, but you can almost try to drop ship it. As you can see how it's selling here, you can try to resell it first somewhere else and basically have them ship the product to your customer. That can be very risky though, because if you start selling items and you can't ship them to customers, you're going to be in trouble, or if you don't win the auction. But we can get some really good merchandise here, some high-end stuff, and there's a lot of companies that are doing this now. Let's see, here's another one, gottobid.com. On-site liquidations. Basically, we'll register with the sites. You got to put in your credit card information, all that gula. But you can also go inspect it too. It's not like we're buying blind here. You can go, they'll have a day or two before the actual live online auction, and you can go inspect all you want. And that'll basically give us a better understanding of what we're buying, because if you're spending thousands of dollars blindly, you might get yourself in trouble. So we just look through, see what we got here, see if we can find a couple winners here. So we got some food processors. Let's see. It might be hard to find a couple of exact models. If we see basically comparables and stuff like that, that's what we're going to have to go on. Brand names, stuff like that. And that's just one example here too. It's just restaurant equipment. I personally love selling that type of item because the resale potential is huge. However, shipping these items will require you to get a pallet You know, shrink wrap. You might need a lift gate. Well, you don't need that, but they'll charge you if you don't have that. So don't get in over your head. It's basically just a little overview here of some extra ways we can make some money. So this is like for those full-time job people and people that just don't have time to go to the auctions, or just, I mean, auctions can be boring too, you know, if you're sitting around waiting for 2 hours to bid on one item, you know, just save us a lot of time here. So if you're interested at all in this kind of stuff, I mean, check it out. You know, here we go, meat slicer, Burkle. I have sold probably 10 of these. Mostly Hobart's. Hobart's a great name. Burkle's a good name. But like I said, you got to be able to ship these things out too, unless you want to do local pickup. So shipping, don't get in over your head. You're not going to put that meat slicer in a box. I've actually made that mistake once a long time ago, and item was returned and the blades were sticking out of the box when it came back. It was not a pretty sight. These are usually quick resells and easy to ship. Little Coffee Bun is a good name, so let's check some of these out. Now we can place some bids. You see the prices real low here. This is at least, you know, $150 unit. We'll get for it. I've already sold them before. Dough mixers. Let's see. Average price. Yeah, and these are real quick resellers too. Let's see. There we go. All right. So we got some comparables here. 500. I mean, these are more high-end prices here, but if you can see the difference here, I mean, we're talking $300-400. There we go. That's pretty close. There we go. It might be the same one. However, that's new. And you see a difference in price. But wow, theirs looks really good. Nice pictures. We got a nice unit here. I'm probably gonna go ahead and try to buy this bad boy. I'd probably bid $85 or something. You see, it's only $9.50. These are the kind of items that usually can sneak through these auctions. They have a big clientele that buys, you know, restaurant equipment, distributors, stuff like that. They're gonna, or they even have their own restaurant they're trying to start up. But a lot of these little items here, I mean, there's some value. So, you know, if you check these out once a week or something, you know, a couple bids here and there, it doesn't really hurt. If I get this bun maker for under $100 and I can sell it for $300, and I don't have to do anything but go pick it up, I mean, that's $200, you know. It's going to be an hour, 2 hours worth of work tops. Some of these commercial microwaves are pretty good. And like I said, I'm just showing you this because this is a very common example. I see a lot of restaurant liquidations online. A lot. Well, a lot of restaurants go out of business, unfortunately. So this is a basic overview. This is usually what you're going to see, this type of equipment. And like I said, if you're not familiar with it, this is not your ballpark. You can pick off some of the smaller items. Selling a coffee maker, or, you know, microwave, or some other smaller appliances, you know, it doesn't really take rocket science or anything. So you're not going to get yourself in a lot of trouble here, you know, spend a couple $100. And I keep going back to this dough maker because I've sold several of these in the thousands of dollars. But so see, this is the kind of stuff right here. Sometimes we can get a steal on it. I mean, these machines can be $20,000-$50,000, you know. Let's see. Probably shouldn't even waste my time looking that up, so I'm just gonna look up this mixer, just the Hobart mixer in general here, and you can see some of the prices. And Hobart is a great name. And Got this thing here. Oh, this might actually be hard to sell. We're not shipping this, obviously. So this might be kind of a dangerous kind of buy here. But if you have a lot of money left over, and you know your risk appetite can handle some of those things, I mean, you can make some huge profits. Let's see. 60 quart mixer. 140. You can see the prices there. I mean, they sell incredibly. But we got 20 quart mixer. I might go ahead and try to place a bid for this thing here. Once again, you don't have to resell these on eBay. I'm basically using this for a couple things. This is not just what the price on eBay is. This is more how the market is. Are we talking a thin market? Is it a popular item? You know, you can gauge a lot more than just eBay value from Terapeak. I mean, I know that's a direct result of these search queries, but we're also gauging, okay, if 100 of them are listed, and then we go, there's a 20 quart maker, a lot of attachments though. There might not be a whole lot of value there. Let's see. We got some attachments here, and this looks in good shape. Probably be a buyer here, about $750 or so. Gotta leave room for profit. 18, 16. Yeah, probably about 750 would be about my buy price here, and we're still within range. This is the kind of item that I probably want to go check out before I actually place a bid. I mean, I know $750 is not a lot of money, but at the same time, if you keep spreading $750 around, you're going to run up a tab if you're not getting returns. So, you know, depending on how much capital reserves you have and buying power, just don't try to hit home runs every time. You know, you don't gotta. If you have $2,000 to spend on items, you don't need to just spend it all on one or two items. You know, diversify. And by doing that, you know, we're gonna obviously have the best chance of quick profits. If you buy one thing, I mean, you buy one thing for $2,000, it's worth 20, and that's all the spending you have. I mean, you're gonna spend all your time just trying to sell this one item. And if there's something wrong with it, you got to put more money into it. I mean, it's a big risk. So let's see. Here's another site. We have this is basically a little tool auction. I've used this company before. Rasmus is very popular around here in the Delmarva, Maryland area. They take great pictures, as you can see. Great descriptions, and we can easily do research on their stuff. It ain't really my cup of tea, this kind of cheap stuff, but you know, if you don't have a lot of money to spend, you don't have a lot of time, so you can pick off some of these smaller items. You can get them at great prices, or if you need them for yourself, you know, even if this isn't about reselling, if you're starting a business or construction work or stuff like that, it's a great place to save a lot of money, you know, on these items retail. Save your company a ton of money. Let's see, what's kind of cool looking John Deere tractor. The ATV. Hey, you can get some goodies for yourself to play with too. So yeah, these here individually, I've sold them for each piece in there for over $100. So this would be this looks like a nice lot right there. I mean, nothing really tremendous here. But once again, I'm just giving you broad examples here. If you're just doing some search queries on on AuctionZip, you're gonna be just fine. Let's see. Like I said, it's just basically a brief overview. Not my kind of stuff, but if you're more into tools and stuff, tools, restaurant equipment, business equipment, office equipment. It's usually what you're going to find on these online auctions because they're liquidating companies. Sometimes you'll just find all the inventory the company had, which, you know, there's going to be home runs too. So, you know, look around. I don't really know what else to say about this here, but it's a great way to get started without going to an auction and wasting your time and everything else. You can do the research right here. You can buy, you know, I could buy probably 10, 20 things on here and, you know, spend maybe an hour of my time. I already got pictures and descriptions written, so some easy profits here. A couple things to look out for. So I'm gonna leave you with that. Best of luck. Give it a shot.